Yankee fans are ready to go, and we're at Yankee Stadium. Cannot wait for Game 2 of the ALCS. Last night, the Yankees winning 10-7. Tonight, Game 2, and a matchup of Jon Lieber for New York against Pedro Martinez for the Boston Red Sox.
Jon Lieber won 14 games for Joe Torre and the Yankees. Tremendous success here at Yankee Stadium, where he was 11-3.
So much to talk about with regard to Curt Schilling as Damon is out in front. And a slow roller to Olerud, 1 out.
Instead of hard, so you don't get those high bounding balls. A guy like Al Lieber, for instance.
That's easy into shallow center. Jeter, 2 up for the Red Sox, 2 down.
Normally after a pitch like that, you'd see a slider down the way.
Have you pitched in this league? Pedro Martinez gets set to go. The Red Sox hopes hanging on his right arm. And he'll take on Jeter, Rodriguez, and Sheffield here in the bottom of the first inning. And there are the regular season numbers for Pedro at the bottom.
Important to maintain the fastball, 93 or 94. Is to maintain that difference between the changeup and the fastball. But behind here,
4 in a row out of the strike zone, a leadoff walk. Jeter's running. Veritek's throw. Very good. And safe as Bellhorn dropped it. The throw was perfect. A lot of attention paid to Jeter, and that hits Rodriguez to put 2 on here in the first. Into center field. That ball will fall for a hit. Jeter's coming to the plate. Damon's throw, too late. Yankees score first.
he's going to pitch without a sign.
On the inside corner, 1 out. Matsui strikes out. 2 on, 1 out. Let's get a game break.
You're going through too many signs.
Now at 2-2. On the outside corner, back-to-back strikeouts.
Clearly, he's being able to do it. He's throwing very good pitches here.
Another 2-2. 3 hops to Bellhorn. What could have been a big first inning for the Yankees, they get only 1 thanks to a leadoff walk. 1-0 New York, game 2. Ortiz hit 41 home runs during the regular season. And he draws a leadoff walk. So Ortiz is on, and out to Genie we go with a game break. And he considers himself one. Here's a 2-0. Straight up the chute. Jeter is there for out number 1. Well, we touched on it, and it's to have stability with that ankle, to keep those tendons in place and pitch. And if they can't find that, they're going to shut him down. 2 out here in the second. At 5 o'clock today, Dr. Bill Morgan of the Red Sox had this to say. Give him the confidence with that ankle because he couldn't feel the pain, and he didn't know what he could and couldn't do with it, so they may do without that his next time out. We'll talk about that when we come back. Veritek grounds out, and Lieber pitches very well after the leadoff walk. 1-0 New York. So with the status of Schilling uncertain, there's obviously even more pressure on Pedro Martinez. Hard hit with 1 hop to Bellhorn. 1 out. If you go back through history and even recent history and look at some of the great power pitchers. Thanks, Kenny. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Cairo with 1 out. Draws the second walk handed out by Martinez tonight. Against Martinez, that's why he's in there for a second straight night. And he adds to it with a base hit to center. So a one-out walk, now a base hit. The Yankees are back in business, and Jeter will step to the plate. 2nd September start. The 2-0. Into center field. Damon is back. 2 out. Cairo will tag and go to third, 1st and 3rd. And the batter will be Rodriguez. Got him on the inside corner. A-Rod was frozen on a 3-2 breaking ball that hit the inside part of the plate. 3 strikeouts for Martinez, 1-0 after 2. Lieber has not allowed a hit. Now he has into left center field. That ball gets down and it's cut off by Matsui. Nice play. And he holds Cabrera to lead off single. Let's go back to the strikeout of Rodriguez. Here's Miller. Cabrera starts and stops, and Miller clunks one to first like a bunt. Down to second is Cabrera, 1 out. Weeknights at FSN, it's the drove home 94 runs during the regular season. Shatters his bat. Cairo, 2 out.
He has 3 pitches here to make a quality pitch. Somewhere expanding, either in the dirt or up.
Bellhorn floats one into center. Bernie Williams. And the inning is over. Leadoff hit. Lieber gets around it. Sheffield will lead it off for the Yankees in the bottom of the 3rd. What a rip. And a pop-up into shallow left. Cabrera with Ramirez breathing down his neck. 1 out. Scooter, tell us more about the changeup. Took that foul tip off the right arm, so we won't count that one. Here's the ground ball to Millar, 2 out. You can if you want. I'm just keeping an unofficial total. I've got it at 3. Pedro Martinez needs a quick inning. He has had 2 long half innings against the Yankees, and he gets it here thanks to that pickup on the low flip from Kevin Millar. In game 3 on Friday night at Fenway. Another pop-up. Ramirez floats it into right center field, and Bernie Williams hits in out number 1. Ramirez now 1 for 6 in this series to this point. Here comes Ortiz.
In the World Series and lost in 6 games.
Ortiz pops it up. Cairo goes out to get it. 2 down. And with the bases empty, Kevin Millar will be the hitter for Boston. We're not the brightest tools in the shed, which made me scratch my head. Check swing. Little comebacker to Lieber, and how good has Jon Lieber been? Almost handcuffed Olrud, but the inning is over. And to this point, the Red Sox have only 1 hit. Posada, Olrud, Cairo coming up. Still 1-0 New York. And now the 3-2 pitch. A leadoff walk. That is 3 walks in his career coming into this game. Posada's running, and Olrud pops it up. Shallow center, Bellhorn, 1 on 1 out. Jeannie Zelasco will tell us how Houston got the lead.
Coming to the Mets with Ryan Thompson. Then after a short stay in Cleveland for a half a year, he went to San Francisco. He has made his way.
Cairo hits it into left field, and Manny Ramirez goes back to get it. 2 out. Looked like a breaking ball that stayed up, and Cairo didn't get all of it. Tonight, Lieber's allowed only 1 hit through 4 innings. Lofton strikes out. The inning is over. That's 4 strikeouts for Martinez. And Lofton and Pedro give each other a look as they head off the field. Back after this from your local Fox station.
Make him pitch. Make him use all of his pitches. Fight off pitches. Stay on the ball.
Nixon flies it into left. Didn't hit it well, and Matsui hauls it in. 1 out. Earlier, Ellis Burks had this to say on the bench while Lieber was working in the 4th.
Agree with that? Very few.
They cannot center the ball against Lieber. He is pitching so well. And let's check in again with Kenny Albert. No butterflies for Ray Lieber, but standing and applauding his son. And they'll clap a little louder as Jon picks up his 2nd strikeout of the night. Sitting next to Casey, not Ben Affleck. The 1-0. Cabrera on 1 hop. 1 out. And Lorne Michaels and Conan O'Brien. In this game, how would Pedro Martinez pitch? Nobody bothered to ask the question, how would Lieber pitch and how would the Red Sox hit him? Miller can't get it there in time, and an infield hit for Rodriguez. Sheffield is hung in there, not called for time. The 2-2. 2 out, and he blew it right by the bat of Sheffield for his 5th strikeout. Breaking ball on 3-2. Here comes another full count pitch. Got him on the outside corner. Matsui strikes out for the 2nd time tonight. Pedro's doing his part for Boston, but the hitters can't figure out Lieber. 9-1-2 coming up for the Red Sox. Down 1. Seen a lot of pop-ups. That's a broken bat pop-up from Miller. 1 out. And with the bases empty, back to the top of the order, Damon. Now Damon trying to drive one into center. Bernie Williams with a running grab. And that little mini battle was won by Lieber in the end, but Damon did all he could. And with 2 out, nobody on. Another strikeout for Lieber, his 3rd of the night. And another perfect inning. Came in talking about Pedro. We may end it talking about Lieber. Still 1-0. You always hear that 300-win plateau is automatic entry, but stack him up against one of the best pitchers of all time. 3-2 pitch. Reaching for it was Williams, and that is out number 1.
This is a fascinating graphic.
And the 1 pitch prior to it has meaning for the next pitch, and so on.
The 3-1. The 3-0 changeup had meaning for the 3-1 walk. 1 on, 1 out. Let's check in with Genie.
He still has the proper stuff to change speeds and get by on smarts.
That's into right field. Well hit back at the wall. Olerud has gone deep, and it's 3-0. Up over 100 pitches, and he gives up his first home run of the night. A 1-2 delivery from Martinez. On the outside corner, 2 out. And strikeout number 7 for Martinez. You think Martinez wouldn't have to pitch a shutout or allow only 1 run or 2 runs? That if he pitched 6 innings and gave up 3, with the kind of offense that he has supporting him, that would be enough. But not against Lieber. Olerud deep. Who's your daddy? Lieber could fit this game right into that late inning formula for Joe Torre. He can get through this 7th. Jeter to his right. 1 out. Back to the home run by Olerud. St. Louis has taken the lead in the 6th inning at home over the Astros. Ortiz, that's going to fall in for a hit. And David Ortiz is on with 1 out in the 7th. Waits on deck.
I think you keep going outside with the slider. No sense coming inside.
Millar grounds to third. Rodriguez to second. Over to first, the double play. 7 shutout innings from Jon Lieber. Only 2 hits allowed. New pitcher is Mike Timlin. 6 innings, 3 runs, 4 hits, a home run along the way, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts for Pedro Martinez. And if he gets a decision, he can only get the loss. Peter grounds to short. Cabrera. 1 out. Little musical recap. In his first LCS game, it's only his 2nd postseason start, coming off the start against the Twins. He's never pitched a more important game, never pitched better. Diving catch by Miller. Still in the 6th inning there, Jeannie. Thanks. 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 7th, Sheffield ready to unleash, and that's off the end of the bat, his 2nd hit. Two out of 4 is Sheffield. Mike Timlin saying that was ugly to the camera. He gave up the 2-out hit to Sheffield and now hands it off to Alan Embry, trying to finish off. Hideki Matsui stands in his way. Matsui, a huge game 1. He's 0 for 3 tonight. And fights it off and floats it into left for a hit. And it's 2 on, 2 out. With Bernie Williams coming up. Williams pops it up into right. Nixon coming to get it. Inning over. 2 hits, 2 left. 8 left tonight for the Yankees. 8th inning rolls in. 3-0 for you. And he won 14 during the regular season. And the Yankees are trying to win their 2nd postseason game this year. When he starts, Nixon is on to start the inning. And that might be it for Lieber. Into right center field. That's going to get down and go all the way to the wall. Nixon is chugging to third. They're going to hold him at third, down 3-0. And it's 2nd and 3rd, nobody out, and the Red Sox making noise in the 8th. Cabrera with an important at bat here in the 8th. To the shortstop. Nixon will score. Out at first is Cabrera. It's 3-1. And that run is charged to Lieber. Miller grounds to the 2nd baseman, Cairo. That's a big out, picked up by Gordon. 2 out. Veritek to 3rd.
Into the handle of the bat.
It's almost as though, from an outfielder standpoint, you have to position backwards in this situation.
Damon, 20 home runs during the regular season. Takes strike 3. Different night, same old story with Rivera and the Yankees. Right up the middle, broken bat, base hit for Posada. His first hit of the night. Center field, Damon back for out number 1. Didn't get all of that. He got all of his shot back in the 6th inning. Volk is the closer for the Red Sox. And there are the numbers for the regular season and what he's done in the postseason at the bottom. Travel day tomorrow, and then we resume on Friday night at Fenway Park. And Cairo gets hit by the pitch to put 2 on with 1 out.
To win a baseball game. That baseball game.
Bronson Arroyo is scheduled to pitch game 3. Lofton strikes out for the 2nd out.
And if the Red Sox ever have a chance to beat them.
2 on, 2 out, 3-1 pitch to Jeter. That'll load him up. And just like last night, the Red Sox trying to hang in, knowing they have their work cut out for them with Rivera in the game. That's into right center field, and Folk has kept the game within a reasonable reach. 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up for Boston, facing Rivera. Down 2. Ground ball to first, an easy play for Olerud, 1 down. Ramirez shoots the gap in left center field. That is a rocket out there up against the wall. Manny Ramirez has a 1-out double. The Red Sox want to keep on playing, and right now they'll send David Ortiz. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 out. Game over. Year after year, game after game,